So what's up, everybody out there on YouTube? It's your boy Money, aka the Swing King, and every Sunday around 6:30. So what's up, everybody out there on YouTube? It's your boy Money, aka the Swing King. Why is it doing that? Why is it playing it back? Shouldn't be playing it back. All right. So every Sunday, I try to do a breakdown of stocks that I see has potential for the upcoming week, and I allow those who are live out there on YouTube to ask questions about their particular stock that they may be interested in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with the rest of the team members from Money Chasers, those that are on. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with them. So just bear with me. All right, we're going to do this again. We're going to start that again because that didn't start right. All right, you guys see my screen?
There it is. Yeah.
And every Sunday around 6:30, everybody out there on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. AKA LinkedIn. It should be live. It should be playing back. It should be playing back. Okay. All right. You guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can.
All right. Cool. All right. So first thing I'd like to do is take a look at the indexes and see how the indexes are, they're trading. So the Dow Jones, if we take a look at the Dow Jones, first of all, in this a 6-month time frame, we can see here the Dow Jones is holding up pretty well on a 6-month time frame, right? It hasn't broken pattern, only one time back here, and that was when the pandemic first hit. So it's been doing good. The Dow Jones has been holding steady. The S&P 500, same thing, been holding steady. And the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's been a little erratic, not like the Dow Jones or the S&P. It has pulled back below the SMA a number of times. So it's been very erratic. And what are the stocks that we trade a lot are the growth stocks. And the growth stocks are, you'll find them here in the NASDAQ. And so we've had a number of pullbacks below the SMA line. All right, so this week coming up, looking at the Dow Jones, stocks that are in the Dow Jones. Okay, we do have this space in between here, and we do have the RSI is overbought. All right, so the RSI is showing overbought, and then the S&P 500. We're showing the S&P 500, same thing. S&P 500 is just about overbought on the 6-month chart. And we have the space between the SMA and the EMA. And then we have the NASDAQ. All right. And the NASDAQ is pretty close to the SMA. Heading into, I don't know why that did that. Don't know why it did that. Okay. You guys are seeing my recording? Stop
It
this.
said that the recording stopped, but it shows that you're live.
It shows that I'm live, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why it's doing that, and it's playing over me. It shouldn't play over me, so I got to figure out why it's doing that. All right. In any event, so let's move on. What looks interesting this week? They're talking about the green stocks again moving the energy, green energy, and hydro energy. Okay, and two stocks in particular, they gave an upgrade. So I'm looking to trade these stocks this week. Okay, first one is FSLR. Okay, now on the 6-month chart, we're showing a consistent downward trend. Okay, so I typically, as you know, don't trade stocks that are showing a downward trend. However, with the Biden plan and with the upgrade of this company, which is First Solar, it is primed for a turnaround. Okay, so this was Benzinga's top upgrade for last week. So if we look here, right, we have our basically our floor and our ceiling. So we've been trading between this area for the last 6 months, from here to here, back down to here to here. So it's back down in this area again, and it just got upgraded. So I like the way that looks. So tomorrow morning, let's see how this stock opens and if it's trading in a positive direction, right? So this is a 6-month chart. If we look at the 20-day chart, same thing. The 20-day chart is sitting at the SMA. It's pretty much in the middle. It's not giving you a direction. The 10-day chart, okay, same thing. 10 days pretty much trading between right here and right here. So what we're looking for is a break in this pattern this week, a break in this pattern. So if we can get a break in this pattern this week, and it could start making higher highs, which it has not done. It's not showing that it's making any higher highs. But if it can do that starting this week, you got from $75 all the way back up to 112, which is a huge gap and tremendous opportunity for us. And when I show you what I've been doing, there's even greater opportunity for us using the methods that I've been using. So that's one. The other one is Run. Run is in the same industry. It's a solar company. So let's see here. Okay. Again, typically I do not like to invest in stocks that are trading down. This is a downward trend. Okay. It is now sitting at the floor, and it's been trading between the floor and the ceiling for the last 6 months. Once again, this stock has also been upgraded. Guggenheim assumes Sunrun a buy with a $56 price target. And you can read more news here. Key Bank price target to $70. And there were some others here, other analyst calls, options alerts, a lot of activity going on with Run. And again, because of Biden and the push for clean energy. Run and FSLR has been targeted to be two companies that they see tremendous upside. So we're going to watch this. I'm planning on getting in these trades at some point this week when the setup is correct. Okay. Also been popped up on the list. A lot of interest. The cannabis stocks, a lot of interest again in the cannabis stocks. So we got GCG. Okay. GCG pretty much has been trading between this floor, middle, and ceiling area. It was recently last week at the floor. I know I caught not CGC, but I caught Tilray and SNDL. Okay, but you can see CGC is making higher highs. It's making upward steps, which is what you want. Right? It's got a little jammed up right here at the SMA. Okay, so all we got to do is watch it and wait for the right entry. Okay, but keep this on your list. Okay, and then we have SNDL, another cannabis stock. It really pushed up dramatically last week. As you can see here, these are nice steps going up. Look at these steps, continuous steps. So up, over, up, over, up, over. And then it broke that pattern. Let's see if it holds at the EMA and then continues back up, creating higher highs and higher lows. So I like SNDL, especially for a trade. Okay, Tilray looks the same. It actually came down to my floor and broke over the ceiling, came back down to the ceiling. Looks like the ceiling will become the new floor if it holds, and then continue to make higher highs and higher lows. Okay. Square. Okay, Square is a tricky stock, right? There's so much opportunity, but you have to time it accurately. So we're looking at the 6-month chart. Okay, we're looking at the 6-month chart. And once again, sitting at the floor. So it's been trading between these areas over the last 6 months. So now Square is in this area, looking like the MACD is going to turn up. So we have to watch for our entry. So I'm just watching. I'll be watching on Monday for a good entry on Square. Okay. PayPal. Okay. PayPal is also in the, you can add, I know I meant to add, you can add to your list Tiger, TIGR, which is a fintech. It's a fintech ETF. Okay. So PayPal is a fintech. And let's look at the chart. All right, so we have the floor here and the ceiling, middle and ceiling. So it's been trading in between this area. Okay. I like Square's chart a little better for the reversal, but this consolidation, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of consolidation of PayPal. Let's see if it breaks out of that consolidation. Anything above 273.32 would be a buy for breakout. Okay. All right, and then I'm currently in Home Depot. Okay, you can clearly see why I'm in Home Depot on the 6-month chart. Okay, as we know, it rides the SMA line. It really bounced hard off of it, 100-point move. That was back in March to May, and now it pulled back to support here, my support here, and you can see the RSI has gone green, so it's below 30. It looks like it's creating a W. And so I got in right here on Friday. And as you can see, this is one of the things, Javon, if you do this, you won't run into that issue, hopefully. I put in my order to sell my position. As soon as I get into my position, I put in the order to sell it. And this way, if I'm not paying attention and it sells, it locks in my profit. Okay, so that was one of the changes I've been aggressively doing. The moment I get into a trade, I calculate how much 100% is, and I put my stop, my limit order to sell me out at 100%. Okay. So Home Depot, and then we have Run. No, I'm sorry. We have Dollar Tree. Okay. So the same thing. I'm in Dollar Tree. I got into Dollar Tree down here at my floor. You could see here, this is my limit order to sell all 4 contracts at 100% profit. Okay, and you can see the, the MACD crossed over, the RSI is pointing up nicely. Plenty of upgrades, read the news on it. They expect this stock to head back up to where it was previously, which its high was $120. Okay, so I'm currently in Dollar Tree and I'm in Home Depot, and the ones I'm watching this week: FSLR, Run, Square, PayPal, CGC, SNDL, Tilray, and Tiger, which is, again, it's a fintech ETF. We kind of missed it. We got to wait for the pullback now. You can see here the entire last week it was up. The whole week, fintech did very well last week, which we would accord it. So now we got to wait for it to give us another entry, but keep it on your list. Okay, Tiger. All right. So those are the stocks. What do you guys? Which stocks you guys want to look at?
I'm still riding on X and Ford.
Yep, I'm still in my X. I'm not in Ford. I've been in X for a long time. And here's the chart of X. It rides the SMA really nice. Okay, so there's not much to say about it. Are you in it as an investment, a swing trade, a day trade? What type of trade?
I'm not in it right now. I got out on Friday, but I'm gonna see what's happening this week and check my entry and see if I can get in.
Okay. All right. And then Ford.
As
Ford
of
was-
Ford,
huh?
I'm looking for that pullback.
on
On Ford.
on X,
On Ford.
on Ford, right? Ford. So you see here, Ford just stayed overbought, right? Created nice steps going up. Will it continue to go up? I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna pull back. It might go up again. Another.
I don't know. I read that they had. Remember, they had a chip shortage, and now
Yep.
they don't. But I mean,
Once
if you
they
had a
released that
shortage,
lightning truck, that was it. And once Biden drove it, it sent the stock through the roof.
Mm.
So it has a lot of momentum behind it now, as well as
I
GM.
was looking at the fact that they were out of chips. So I'm like, you could get a shipment, but how far could that shipment go? So I was
Right.
looking for it to be like a little move a little bit and then tanked again. Because I mean, you could have like a limited supply of chips that came in.
Well, that's not the reason why it moved. It moved on news, on the release of the Lightning truck, the EV truck.
I didn't realize they released that yet. I read it before that they were short on chips, so I was writing on that news.
Oh, no. Yeah, the reason was because of the truck is named Lightning. They released it.
Mm.
All right. And so GM followed too. As you can see, the GM chart looks exactly the same. So Ford and GM is looking the same. So if you can get a pullback on both of them and then get back in, that would be great. But they're both overbought right now. But it doesn't
Yeah,
mean
money.
that they can't stay overbought.
Yeah, money. Mine is this is Edward. Yeah, mine. Yeah, you pulled up GM. I was gonna ask you about that one. So my question is, so it's overbought, and I've just been waiting for an entry to jump in there. So you're saying, can we still jump in there if it's overbought since the MACD is going up?
You always could get in at any point and risk,
Yeah, I know the risk. Yeah,
risk the stock pulling back. But you can
yeah,
always get in at any point, right?
yeah, yeah.
So now, what's been working? What's been working so well for me in the last 2 weeks? Um, riding the momentum and getting the right entry, and using close expiration dates to hedge my bet. Right. So GM as an example, a close expiration date is going to be the 11th. That's going to be the closest expiration date. And look at the prices here. All right. And what happens is, if you take this risk on at a 56 cents, you can quickly get to 100% or more profit because the expiration date is so close. In addition, you're limiting your risk. Why? Look at how cheap these are. You could just buy one, and your maximum risk here would be $68, and you have unlimited upside potential. Your upside potential could be, as I did on Baba, I bought it for $1.89, and I ended up selling it for $1,600. Your upside potential is unlimited. There is no limit on your upside potential. So that's one thing I changed. I'm only day trading these stocks because of the volatility in the market, and I'm capitalizing on the momentary momentum. That's number one. Number two, I'm buying options that are as close as possible. So this whole week, I will only be buying options that are on the 11th. It could be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It could even be Friday. I'll buy it Friday morning and sell it Friday afternoon, and it'll be a huge profit if you catch it, if you time it correctly and the stock moves 60, 70 cents, that could be worth 3, 4, 500% gain for you. And that option may only cost you just a couple of pennies. All right. And then what, like I said, what I'm doing is as soon as I get into the position, I go ahead and I calculate, right? So here are my two positions I'm in right now. I'm in Dollar Tree. I got into Dollar Tree 91 cents. It's currently trading at $1.09, which gives me 72. Look at that. And I missed it. Look at it. So that gave me a $72 profit. Okay, I'm going to show you what I missed. And oh, that's why I missed it. So my sell order, you see my sell order, what does it say? $1.85. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay. And what was the high? What was the high that this option hit? $1.60. So that's why I didn't sell it. I was 15 cents higher. Had it gone up 15 more cents, it would have sold me out. And would have sold me out at 100% profit. I have 4 contracts, so that would have been $360 profit on that trade, right? So like I said, I'm trying to keep my trades under $1. Home Depot, I have a sell order in. My sell order is in for $5.75. Look at the high. Look at the high for Home Depot, $4.35. So I didn't go quite as high as my sell order. Did not go quite as high as my sell order. I have one contract. This contract was $2.88. Okay, and at 5.75, that's 100% profit. Okay, so if these two trades both hit 100% profit, that's almost $1,000 I will walk away with for very small risk. 91 cents on this. Home Depot is definitely a bigger risk, $2.88. Okay, but I only have one contract. All right, so so here's the things I did differently. I'm only buying contracts with close expirations. I'm only looking to trade, make a day trade or a quick swing trade. I'm not even waiting, even if I have room for it to go. I'm not even waiting. I'm just taking the profit, right? Look at this here. All this room to get up to here. I'm not even waiting for this room. I have my sell order sitting right here. So as soon as if Monday morning, Dollar Tree pops, boop, sells me out for $500 profit, I'll take the profit. I'm not even going to be greedy and try to say, oh man, it can go even higher. Okay, so that's another thing I've done differently. So back to back, 2 weeks in a row, I've cleared almost $2,500 profit back to back. My goal is to do that every week. And the better I get with that, then I'll do more than a couple of contracts. I'll start doing 5 contracts or 6 contracts and doubling that 2,500. Now 5,000 a week. That's $20,000 a month. That's $250,000 a year. Simply making those adjustments. Questions? comments.
Yeah, I got to go back and watch some videos on how to do them stop limits. Because I've got down my entries and everything. My problem is getting out. I got to constantly watch it. So
You get, yes,
to learn,
you
learn-
set that order immediately. Look,
yeah,
okay, here. So when you go in, right, here's my trade right there on the option chain. It says position, right?
mhm,
So that's my trade. I want to sell it. So if I want to sell it, I right click on it, create closing order, and I go ahead and close the order. Then I choose the price, right? So I want to make sure, where did I buy this? I bought Dollar Tree at 91 cents. So what would 100% profit be?
$1.91,
How much?
$1.91.
No, 100% profit is doubling your money. So what would double 91 be?
Or 182.
Right. Okay. So on the option trade, right click on it, create
Right.
closing order, and then you put what you want, right? So $1.82. $1.82. And you got to make sure, because I messed up. Even though I typed the number in and then I pressed confirm and send, it didn't lock it in. You have to make sure, either pressing the plus or the minus, that the price that you want is locked in. And then remember, when you look here, down here, the expected price, what does it tell you the expected price of the stock will be when the price of your option is at $1.81?
Yeah, 103.99. Okay.
Okay, so 103.99, right? 103.99 is right here where my order is. So my order is right at 103.99. Okay, now if I'm sitting here at my computer while it's getting close to this line and it shows a lot of strength, then I could do this, Edward. I could right click on it, cancel replace order, and just move it up a little bit. I can move it up and then confirm and send, and it'll move it up. Okay, that's if I'm actively trading it. But if I'm not paying attention, I'm putting in my limit order immediately. As soon as I buy it, I put in my limit order to sell it immediately, and it takes all the emotion out. And I'm telling you, the last 2 weeks,
You
it's
show
been
us
great.
the phone.
Say it again.
You need to show us how to do it on the phone.
Yeah, I don't think they can do it on the phone yet.
Yeah, I could, but not on this format. I would have to be on my phone to show you how to do it on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay. So are okay, so you're saying if you entered the position, you may have entered the position from your phone.
Yeah, I use my phone to trade. I'm at work during trading hours, so I don't use my computer.
Okay. All right. So hold on.
Yeah, I tried messing around with it on the phone as well, and I think you just have to play around with the closing order, and it will give you the options to do exactly what he did.
Yeah, oh, of course it will.
tried
So
doing
I'm
that,
trying
but
to think of how I'm going to
didn't
show
too.
you. All right. Hold on. Let me just wrap it up on YouTube, and then I'll show you. All right, guys. So that's it. Hopefully you got something out of it. If you have any further input, go ahead and put your messages in the comment section. Go ahead and make sure you subscribe, turn those notifications on. So when I do go live, you'll know immediately that I'm going live. And if you're interested in getting a more intimate training and you want to be part of our subscription team, which is the Money Chasers, just go onto the website, take a look at it, and you see what you get with that subscription. Until then, next Sunday, peace, and hopefully you have a green week. I'm out. All right.
Hey, Sean, I got a question.
Yes.
Do you give yourself a rule where you don't buy a contract in the same week, like past Wednesday or Thursday, because it's so close to expiration?
No, that's what I was saying to you. You probably missed that. That's one of the, write that down. That's one of the changes that I've made that's been so successful. Okay, so with all of this volatility in the market, I'm only buying contracts that are in the same week.
Right. Yeah. I learned, I mean, we all learn our lessons the hard way, right?
Yes.
I mean, it took you 35,000 to learn your lessons.
Yes.
So yeah.
So now I'm only risking, the closer the expiration date, the cheaper the option. So now I'm only risking a very small amount, but with unlimited upside potential.
Correct. Are you also paying attention to the open interest and volume like you did before?
Yep. So if you see here my option chain, it's still there. I have open interest and volume. So I still pay attention to it, but not as much as before. So it's a great question. I'm more paying attention to if the stock price is $101. I'm trying to get 102. And how much would 102 cost me? 102 is $113. Is that in my price range? Maybe that's a little more than I want to spend. So then I go to 103, and 103 is only 78 cents. So I may be comfortable with that, right? But looking at my FMA, my FMC, my floor, middle, and ceiling, 103, my middle's at 105. So there's a good chance it can get to 103.
Right.
Okay. And it would only cost me 78 cents. Now, here's the other thing I've been doing. I'm not chasing anything. If I miss it, I miss it. So if I was going after this 102, I would put in an order for maybe 105. And I can tell you 50% of the time I'm getting it. I'm getting it for a much lower price. So as soon as the order is executed, I'm already in the green just by being patient. I'm doing it that way too. So that's another thing that's been working out over the last 2 weeks.
So you're saying you're buying it just below the last mark, or I guess you're putting an order in.
Oh yeah, and look at this. Someone is doing the same thing. Look, someone put in a bid for 105.
Right.
See?
Yeah.
So there's a chance you may not get it, but it's okay. For me, it's okay. All right. I'm going to pay closest to the lowest price as possible. I might go to 106, I might go to 107, but that might be it. And it will, like I said, half of the time it's been picking up the order.
Yeah, I've been doing like either the exact bid price or I go like 2 cents above. So yeah, I do the
And you've
same
been
thing.
getting in.
Yeah, I've been getting it. Yeah.
Yep. Okay?
It might take a minute. It might sit there for a minute, but then it'll execute. It'll go ahead and take the order. But
Yes. And it's doing it on the put side too. Okay? So don't forget your puts. I trade a couple of puts, much more calls, but I did do a few puts and they all worked perfectly. Okay? But you also, with the changes that I've been making, so now if I have 4 or 5 trades that I do in a day, it's possible that 2 of them didn't work, but the other 3 did. Okay, so you may get a few that don't work, but I'm minimizing my loss. I'm only losing $20, $23, and then on my gains, I'm knocking it out the park, which is what you want to do. Okay, and go ahead.
Oh, sorry, no, go ahead.
And it's not taking me too long, not spending a lot of time doing it, and the anxiety is almost, I almost have no anxiety over it anymore because I'm not really risking too much, and my too much might be different than someone else's too much, so it's all relative. But for me, I'm not risking too much.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to learn that.
So,
Yeah.
so try those things. I'm only buying this week. Starting tomorrow, I'll only be looking at the ones that are on the 11th. That's it. I'm not going to go out to the 18th, 25th, 2nd. I'm not going to do that. I'm only going to go out to the 11th. I'm going to risk small amount. I'm going to put in a bid for lower, much lower than the ask. As soon as my bid is accepted, I immediately go in and put a sell order at 100% profit. And those are the things that those are the tweaks that I've done. Those are the tweaks that I've done.
What about your stop loss? Are you putting a stop loss on it?
I'm not doing a stop loss anymore.
You're
And
actively watching.
the reason I'm not is because I'm no longer, right? Before I might have bought 10, 15 of these contracts, right? So now my risk is much greater. So I need a stop loss to protect me on the downside quickly. If I'm only buying 1 contract or 2 contracts and I'm risking less than $1, it's not significant for me. So I can allow the whole thing to play out without panicking.
Okay.
You follow?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm only risking 80 cents, it's possible. It's possible I lose the 80 cents. But it's unlimited upside. If it
Right.
just shoots up $3 or $4, that 80 cents will turn into $400 or $500 in a blink of an eye.
Yeah. I guess if anything, I mean, personally speaking, I would at least put down some sort of alert if it goes below a certain price, in case I'm looking at a different stock to trade or just seeing it, because I guess everybody's different. I guess it's relative, like you said. If you're just going to be trading, because you're trading multiple stocks at this point, you're not just on one, right?
So what I'm trying to do is 1 at a time, 2 at the most at a time. So I'm
Right.
trying to time it where I'm in and I'm out, and
Okay,
then I can get into another position.
Right. I got you. How much time are you spending in front of the screen now to change your strategy?
To be honest, if I want, David, once I find my setup and I put everything in place, I walk away. There have been days I just heard my phone beep beep, and I looked and I'm like, oh shoot, I just made $500.
Figured it out. There you go.
Yeah. So I'm not even, I don't even have to watch it as
Yeah.
closely as I was before. And when I find myself watching it closely, that means that I'm probably not in the right trade if I'm watching it too closely.
Yeah.
So okay.
Mhm.
So because you're putting your limit order to sell, you're moving on. Like you just said, you can kind of just, if it hits 100, you're good.
Right.
You're good with it.
But it's the other, right. So, and it's the other side that you got to be comfortable with. If you're
Right.
making a $60 bet, you have to be comfortable with losing the $60.
Correct. Correct.
And
Yeah.
and so if you're not, then you can't do it. Then you got to find one that's cheaper. Okay.
With one last question before I go. With your open interest and volume,
Open interest and volume. Mm-hmm.
right? Do you have a certain number you're looking at? Like if you see a number you don't like, you're moving on.
No, I did, but to me it doesn't matter at all.
Okay.
What seems to have a bigger impact is the net change and the percent change.
Okay.
When these are green, that's a good sign.
Okay.
If they're all red, that means it's decaying really quickly.
Okay. Something,
Okay.
yeah, something to consider. Because I mean, I got in on a trade a while ago, and I mean, it was not moving anywhere. It was just trading flat, you know. And of course, the open interest volume was very low. So I'm like, well, obviously that had something to play into it, and it just didn't move the price.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look, and look what you said. Look here, the volume. These are zero. This is
Right.
not going anywhere.
Right.
So yeah, you're not going to even you wouldn't want to touch that.
Correct.
You want momentum. So you want action, which these are going to give you the action.
When's the next time you're going to be doing live trading?
Well, like the last 2 weeks, I haven't been well. I suffer from vertigo, which is extreme dizziness.
Busyness, yeah.
Right. So it's really hard to focus.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm feeling better. The medication's working. Maybe after this week, I'll be back to being able to do that. But the more that I focus on the screen, the dizzier I become.
Oh.
Right.
Yep. Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out. You guys have a good weekend. I appreciate your time and doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, David.
Absolutely. So these are the ones that we're looking at for tomorrow. As soon as I see some good entries, I will put it in the alert. My game plan for the morning is to immediately take profit on Home Depot and Dollar Tree, and then look for some new plays.
Man, Dollar Tree really hurt me. I swear.
Yeah, you got
I was
in. Look,
man, I got in when it was at 98, right? I mean, it was low. I mean, everything was perfect. So I got in it for a swing and it was just moving so slow. I mean, I was like, and I got in for what is it? Was a 101 call, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was for this past Friday. Man, it was just moving so slow. And I just hate seeing that red over there. So I got out like around, I want to say it was last Wednesday, maybe. And then all of a sudden, 99, then
as soon
100.
as you got out.
I was like, what the man? And then it hit the 101 mark. I was like, wow. And it was a perfect setup too. It was perfect. It just took forever to get there.
Yeah, look at the days it's spent down there.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. To be honest, 3, 4 days is not that long.
Man, it just was. It was just it was just move. I didn't think it was gonna do what it's supposed to do, and I was like, man. Next thing I know, it was at 99, then 100. I just stopped looking at it. And then when you said you got in it, I was like, what? I was like, man, I'm gonna try to stick it out next time I see something like that. But I got off early, too early.
Right. And now also, again, remember, if you would have gotten something that maybe cost you $50 and that wasn't, you're okay with losing $50, you wouldn't have watched it so closely.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So those two things, they coincide with each other. The more risks you take on, if you find yourself watching it so closely, then that means you're taking on too much risk.
Yeah, I can't remember what I spent on that one. I can't remember. I don't think it was too much. I gotta look at it. I gotta pull it back up. But
Yeah, so if you're talking $40, $50, and again, everybody's different. If $40, $50 is okay with you, you shouldn't even looked at it. You should have just had your limit order in, and your phone would have went bloop, and you would say, "Oh shoot, look at this! I made $200 on this."
yeah,
You would have forgot about it.
I should just stay patient with it, man. But it just wasn't doing nothing. I was like, okay, let me get out of this thing.
Yeah, and that's exactly when the thing took off. I hate that. It happens to me all the time. And what's great about these tweaks that I'm doing, also you can get out of them pretty quick too. If you're down 10, if you just don't like the way it's trading, you can get out, and guess what? You can get back in lower. I did that a couple of times and made so much money on it. And so that's the other thing. When you're getting these close expiration dates and you're seeing these cheaper prices, you can take advantage of it. You say, I'm only going to go risk 10 cents of it. If it doesn't go my way in 10 cents, then I'm just going to get out and I'll get back in.
Yeah, I did that with Tilray last week. I got out of it and got back in it kind of lower.
Exactly. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. And then since you brought that up, we have our list of our meme stocks, so you can watch them, see if anything pulls up. AMC, right? But you see what AMC is doing. Looks like it's going back down, right? Clearly looks like it's going back down. But you can watch AMC, BB, right? These are looking at all the charts look the same. All these Reddit stocks, BBW, right? No, that's not it. BBW, right? So these all looking the same, but hey, there's opportunity. I wish I would have caught some of it. People are walking away with $40,000, $50,000 on that. Crazy.
Yeah.
But those are the good stories. There are people also losing $40,000, $50,000.
Yeah, I rode AMC for a minute. I ain't messed with it since. Yeah, I left it alone.
Yeah. All right, guys.
All right, man. I'm gonna try that. Try that tomorrow.
Yeah. Try those things. I'm telling you, definitely, they definitely work. And there's going to be one more thing I'm working on. I'm going to try it all this week, and if that works, I'm going to share that piece with you. Okay, I think it's going to really work.
Is that the earning report?
Oh, that was crazy too. I'm definitely doing that from now on.
Yeah, those work. Which one did I do? I did what did I do? I forgot which one it was. Well, it was just last week. Dang. I forgot, but I did that.
That's crazy.
And it works.
If you can find one, $80, $90, and again, if you're willing to risk it,
right?
And that thing pops when it opens up in the morning, you'll be up $800-900.
Yeah, I did it on paper money, and it just shot up. I was like, wow. I can't
Yeah.
remember which one it was though, but it worked though.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that from now on. So net earnings season is for this quarter is just about over. So the next quarter, I'm gonna have my list ready, and I'm gonna look for some $80-$90, and that's it. If I do three of them and two out of the three, one works and two I lost $80 each. So I lost $160, but the other one I walked away with 1,400 is worth it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it does work.
Yep.
Oh, it was Zoom. It was Zoom.
Oh, I was gonna do Zoom. You caught it. I was trying to catch it. I couldn't get
Yeah.
one for under $1. They were all like $1.50, $1.80. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I want it for under $1. I tried to catch it.
I did it the day before. I got in and I just did one contract on paper and it just shot up the next day. I was like, wow.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But Zoom's expensive though.
Yeah. Yeah. Zoom is an
Zoom's
expensive stock.
Yeah.
Especially once the options will get expensive once it starts moving. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it was Zoom. That's the one I did.
Good job. All right, well, let's see what the market brings tomorrow. Write those things down. Give those things a try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Right. I just looked at the market. So the Dow is up 30 points. S&P up $1. 1.7, and the NASDAQ 8 points. So pretty much flat. Oh, and you guys wrote down that at any time you can get a pullback on OIH or SLB. I'm just waiting. Those stocks they are predicting are going.
SLB, that's that Slumberger or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
SLB and OIH. From the moment I said it, it never gave me an entry. It just kept going up, 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 nonstop. Up. Look at that. So I'm watching those every day. I look at it. I'm waiting for them to pull back. All right.